Tiffany Chen, Marina Lynn, Ethan Park, Angel Sun, Tiffany Yoon, Nicole Yersing. Shh. Welcome to SCT. SCT is an anonymous posting site where users alike can speak their truth whenever they'd like. We guarantee anonymity by isolating users on posts. This means that the user's ID will not be visible upon posting. Now for the demo. To get started, log in or register with us. If you put in the wrong password, then the page will refresh for you to input the right authentication. Make a post title and body and post. Here, you can downvote and or upvote posts. And that's how you sign up. Into the nitty-gritties. For our backend, we primarily use Java to keep track of users and their posting actions. First, in order to keep track of our users and registration alike, we store the account information using Google Firebase. Here, we kept track of the user's email and password to access for future login upon registration. Only users who have an account in our database are allowed full access to comment and post. The posts are saved using a MySQL table. The table collects the username, post ID, and post content, which we utilize to save into the posts table. Users can upvote and downvote posts. For our front-end portion, we deployed our program on a website utilizing HTML and JavaScript. Currently, our application is runnable only locally, but we hope to launch it into the public in the future. Testing SCT went a little bit like this. We split our cases into groups to mock the steps of a user. We tested the sign in, write up, and sign out, just to name a few. For the future of our project, we see our project being able to expand in various ways. As we mentioned, we'd love to host it on the domain for people to access. Moreover, our posts collect the username info, so the users can have a collection of their own posts in their profile. While other users won't be able to trace back the post to a unique user, the OP will have full access on their own account. To give a technical overview of our project, we utilize multiple new topics and outside tools to aid us on this journey. Our 201 curriculum gave us a strong foundation to get us started with basic HTML/CSS and server code, but most of our development process relied on searching for different implementations to bring to SCT. For example, we utilized Entity Relationship Diagram, or ERD to design our product in the beginning. Exploring database application and structured design outside of what we learned in class was also an interesting yet challenging avenue for us. We also integrated RESTful API for client-server communication and JavaScript to code our unit testing and front-end design with HTML and our CSS file. We dove further into concepts of unit testing with white box and black box testing to bring a smooth user experience. Bringing all of these unexplored topics also meant that we had to work with new softwares and tools. Managing a big project meant that we had to set up some sort of planning base. For this, we used Trello, which is a project management tool to keep up with our team's updates, and Figma to design our prototype design. Furthermore, our communication was heavily reliant on GitHub and Slack. Having to work in a group was definitely a different experience than working on a PA alone. We used Tailwind for our CSS framework for the front-end development. Our backend API calls were made using Spring Boot to connect to Firebase for user data. For that, some of us separated into IntelliJ and VS Code as well. Bugging issues and different editors brought individual approaches to work with as well. One of the design decisions we had to make was to take our user sign-in database off of MySQL to Firebase for us to actively keep track of user registration. We also had a difficult time trying to prevent our app from crashing with multiple people trying to cast their votes on the same post. With the liberation of the design, we were able to get it working with multi-threading to prevent traffic from bringing down our functionality. Overall, we were able to apply our 201 knowledge to get us started on unprecedented territory to bring us our product, SCT. We hope you enjoy!